Oh, also, I wanted to add, this is like a part B, I guess, but I wanted to add also that, Pharaoh, you've got to tell the truth. Tell the truth about my life that you lied about. Tell the truth. You're going to have to come out and tell the truth. But you need to do this so that you don't have all this karma on you. You need to get this off. Anyone else, you've had a part in doing this, you need to get that karma off of you. You need to do it so that you are not caught up in this karma. Okay? The death angel moves when the death angel moves. What are you going to do? You know, this has been about reaping ego. Ego is edging God out. Okay? Y'all have got to do the right thing. There is no more waiting. I mean, you'd wait for these people, they'd never do it because they're too scared. You have no choice. You have to now. You make a video and apologize. There's going to be numerous people doing it. So what? It's time to get over it and move quick. You want to save your life? Because you can go through karma in worse ways than you can ever think of. You can be kept alive while suffering. You want to go through what you did to me and have it implode? The whole point of this is so that you lessen it. You know, the divine has a way for you to go through things and see what you need to see without having to go through it to such an extent. So, I mean, do you choose to self-sabotage or to heal? There's no more. You're going to have to make your move. Okay? You stole from me, you're going to give it back to me. But there's energies that are tied to things like what they take and stuff like that. And this is a matter of making the point of returning what belongs to who. Okay? And listening to the divine to make sure it is right and correct and true and not wrong. And people aren't allowed to interfere with that. Okay? But this is, you know, the parting of the Red Sea. Okay? Make your choice. You know, the flood is about, you know, if you look at, you know, water is an element. It has to do with emotions. The flood of emotions. Okay? Jesus walked on water, and remember the J is young, it's really an I, begins with an I, but walked on water. That's talking about walking on or above the emotions. That's what ascension is about, so that your heart can be light as a feather. This is meant to save people, you know. When you sit here and tell things about people, it's because they're so bad that, you know, they're not stopping what they're doing. And was anybody noticing this? Anyone do anything about it? No, they're sitting here trying to, you know, carry it on and have it happen everywhere. You don't have the right to hold people captive and keep them from the people that they want to be with. You know, like family members, you know, that should be with each other. Pharaoh, are you realizing what you've done? You've taken my kids from me. What is the universal flip side of that? What is your karma? That means yours get taken away. Hurry up and move so that doesn't happen. Stop doing it. You're doing this to yourself, whether you see it or not. It's like someone doing something and then coming after me because they did it to themselves, but they're blaming me. Okay? This is what we have a lot of people doing, is they're doing evil, wicked things. They're throwing rocks and stones. I mean, these people stoned me to death because they threw so many. And yet I still didn't die. Because if you have wickedness, you can die. If you're not spiritually awake to where you are, you know, fully love in your heart. Well, I couldn't remember the other night because I was so damn tired. Love is patient, love is kind, love is not boastful, love does not envy, so on and so forth. It makes a big difference when you're tired versus not. These people have been doing everything they can to drain everything out of me. That's their little destiny swap, you know. Freaky Friday is destiny swap. This stuff is everywhere. They telling themselves. All right. This is about you healing, okay? Even if, you know, things are really, really bad and you're not here anymore, then at least you have the ability to come back and do things right. Start with a new slate, because if you don't do things right and you go out and you're like taking everything with you and stuff like that, you stay in purgatory. You are in that box in that cube forever. So really think this out. But hopefully you haven't done so much so bad that you can get healed of it one way or another. But it's a matter of a horrific, like, you know, it's facing like a horrific death and never leaving purgatory, or maybe, you know, if it's that bad and you are passing, that it wouldn't hurt and you're able to come back and be healed instead of going through, you know, a lot. You may have to go through some, but it won't be as bad if you, you know, turn over to the true divine instead of thinking, you know, this is someone goes around thinking he's God. But that's the ego, all right? But it's imminent if you don't choose right, okay? It's up to you if you can heal and if you're able to see it and get where you need to get to. It's whatever it is that you need. The universe will do the right thing, but you've got to choose right. You've got to choose right. You've got to give it all over. I mean, even if you do end up out on the street and you're homeless, okay, it will teach you what you need to know. And usually that's a quicker way to get you there, honestly. But it's better to go through it now than in winter. Do you know what I'm saying? And you don't have to see it as all bad. Someone can just take you in so that you experience what you were like to other people. It's not always the way you think it is. Y'all were just doing the worst to me. You kept putting that energy out there. And I just kind of got fed the fuck up. I knew that being outside, I would get some more healing. It's time to stop being afraid and be, you know, the Fool card, which is, you know, you're taking a leap of faith. Did I not do this in front of all these wicked people and they watched me do it? What are you afraid of? Y'all were the ones that made it so bad. Why? Because it's literally your sins that you were putting on me and projecting on me, and then you're attacking me for it. And I'm talking about these ones that were involved. The government that was involved in watching me and setting me up and putting me through all these scenarios. And it's so that they can make a movie and make lots of money. It belongs to me. Because you're taking my everything, my essence, anything that's me. And I never gave consent to that. I never consented to a damn thing you did to me. When you sit there and trick someone and you think or believe that they consented and they haven't, uh-oh. That's your karma. This has all been about to help people to heal, and they come and attack because you say the truth about them. It's still the truth. Like, I don't know, I don't get it. Someone will tell you the truth because they want you to heal, because they care about you. You not being able to handle it says, you know, your level of immaturity, that you've never grown up. Something happened when you were little. And I know something definitely happened to King James when he was little. And who was involved in that? It's the very people that you're, you know, palling with to come against the one that, I don't know, it's like you feel like this person abandoned you, your own mother. She didn't abandon you. Your very people that you have hurting me are the people that did it. It don't even make sense. If you heal this hurt, you're not looking out to lash at people. It's like not even realizing it's your own pain you've got to heal, so you're not doing that. This goes for anyone that's dealing with pain or lashing out at people. It's not their fault. It's like you're blaming someone for something that's not their fault. It's your own fault because you won't heal. Okay? Not, and when you do the healing process, it's when you find out, oh, that's why, because this person did this to me, and da 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 da. And then you're going and looking for, who took what from you, instead of looking to the person that you took it from, believing it belongs to you. Go find your own. Do your own healing and go find your own. You don't have the right to do that. People have their own destinies here. All right? Things that you were meant to do. You don't have the right to get in the way of someone else's destiny. You don't have that right. Okay? Nor do you have the right to go around and take other people's rights away. Human rights violations on high, like multiplied by infinity. This is what these people have done to me and my children. Why is that okay? That anyone could do anything they want to us, and never just, oh. And then they do witchcraft. If, you're around, somebody, they're going to do witchcraft on these people and make them do things they wouldn't normally do. So for everyone else out there, if you don't want people doing witchcraft to make you do things you wouldn't do and to put their karma on you, you need to ascend. You need to choose the spiritual path, not religion. Okay? Satanism is against nature. Okay? The G in Freemasonry, it literally is Gaia, but they subverted it. They made their higher power a government and a fake god, a demiurge. But there's no more waiting. It's time to make shit right and make it right now. Okay? You're not going to leave me homeless, put me out on the street when that's where you belong, so you can learn what you need to learn. Don't worry, you've got people that are vibing at your vibe. Okay? So I'm pretty sure you'll find somewhere to stay or whatever, but I'm not to be left alone and destitute without my kids. You don't get to do that. It's your own shit you've got to deal with that you're putting onto me and to others. You don't have the right to control people. And to other people out there that they're controlling and telling you, well, you're not allowed to do this. You're banned. What the fuck? What invisible fence do you have that you choose what people do? Universal law. You cannot go against another's will. And in doing so, you are enacting karma on your ass. An unbelievable amount of karma. I'm telling you, choose right. Everyone, even the wicked, choose right. These people were throwing all the projections on me, and I still got through it. You gonna tell me you can't? I mean, that was like the point of it. But these people think, oh no, you're supposed to do it while I sit here and be evil. That's the whole point. You got to get the evil out of you. It has to be exorcised. Exorcism. Anyway, there's no more waiting. You don't have the right to do that. Someone that has, land, home, and their own everything, and you've been taking it from me my whole entire life, yeah, you're going to have to pay that back in one way or another. So all I'm trying to do is help people to get to the right place, because, I have a comprehension of this, because these people all came after me. You can really kind of see things good when they come after you like that. But I've been trying to tell you. I have been trying to tell you, been trying to warn you. I cannot, what my ancestors do and what the divine does and the universe does, it's universal law. I can't do anything about it, but they protect me because they're about getting back what belongs to the rightful people, so that when they are here, when they come back here and stuff like that, that they're taken care of too. It takes care of the whole line. Why would you attack your own family line? And you're my uncle. You're not my dad. You've never been my dad. So, you got to face the music. You got to tell the truth. Make it easier on yourself, and do apologize. You do apologize, and you apologize to the divine, on your own in secret, But then you also go and you're going to have to tell the truth. You have no choice. So all I've been trying to do is to get people to the right place where they need to get so they don't go to hell forever. And there's definitely a hell. It's purgatory. You stay there. You can't get out. There's the Hopi prophecy wall. This stuff is not to make people scared and in fear. You got to go listen to the root chakra frequency and go outside in nature. You cannot be hating nature. You cannot be hating animals. Learn to love them. If you're sitting here killing something, you're taking on all that negativity. Now, I'm not talking about like a cockroach or a mosquito or a flea. They're parasites, okay? But we need our bees. We need our dragonflies. You know, we don't need flies, though. But do you see my point? Animal lives are important. You don't have the right to go and kill them, sacrifice them, and think it's okay. You are to build, you know, like you have roads and all this stuff, but you don't build a way for the animals to pass? Are you fucking stupid? You're taking on karma for that. No more. No more. Everything's changing. Whether you want it to or not. I can't, you know. When the divine does what the divine does, when they move, that's just it. But, I mean, how would you like that? If you owned certain things and everyone kept you broke and poor, how would you feel? Okay? You are to find your destiny. What is your way so that you can be abundant? Your purpose. What reason are you here for? There is a reason. Learn your lessons to get healed so that you can then do your purpose. That's how you get abundant. There is no other way. I mean, everyone has their own path, but that is the way to get there. Okay? And everyone's got their own individual path because they have their own purpose. You know, there's a reason that they literally came here, and you are tortured and in pain and suffering unless you're doing what you were supposed to and meant to do, the reason you came here. I mean, it's just the truth. All right, enough of that. All right, y'all, take care.